Hey, good Friday morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. I figured, hey, what the heck, a very nice day across Michigan. Let's head outside. So I'm in downtown Frankenmuth, and let's talk weekend weather and all that good stuff. How does that sound? Now, I get a little glare, so I could take questions, but sometimes it's hard to see. Hey, good morning, John Robert Williams. Let's just take first off a gander down the road and talk weather. How does that sound? All right, so what we have going on today, this afternoon, early this evening, there's a cold front moving south across lower Michigan. It's not going to have a solid line of robust thunderstorms. It's going to have a scattered line of showers with a few thunderstorms embedded in there. So any one spot could have a 15-minute, half-hour, 1-hour thunder shower at most, and probably 50% of the spots are going to be missed by any rainfall. All right, someone's heading to Pennsylvania on the bikes. Good morning, Florida. You're missing some great weather. I mean, we suffer in Michigan sometimes in winter if you don't like winter, but this time of the year we got some of the greatest weather in the world, don't we? So I will also want to remind you that this MLive weather update is brought to you by Abley Greenhouse and Garden Center in Saginaw, just off I-75. Get off at the M81 exit. Still plants there, but they're going to be honest, they're getting slim. And by the way, Abley supplies about a third, they figure, of the flowers that you see here in Frankenmuth. So if you like the scenery in Frankenmuth, you'll like it there too. All right, so we covered our little cold front for today. And yes, cold front is the right name. It does mean, maybe we should call it cool front, because it means that the cooler air is on the way for the weekend, thanks to a northeast wind, a dry northeast wind. How's the weather for Livonia, Maureen? Weather for Livonia is fantastic. You're hot today, about 87. You get a thunderstorm, maybe. Let's call it a 40% chance. So that means 60% chance you don't get rain this evening, and then you're dry for the weekend and temperatures in the 70s and gorgeous. Hey, God bless you too, also there. All right. So, weekend, northeast wind, not too bad, 10-15 miles an hour, sunshine. Temperatures in the 70s for the most part, some 60s in the northeast part of lower and in the UP. Remember, Lake Huron still has a large body of it with temperatures in the 40s. So anytime we get a northeast wind, it's going to cool off the east side of the state. West side of the state will be cool, but not as cool. You're probably looking at temperatures in the mid 70s on the west side of the state, places like Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo. Low humidity, sunshine. Hey, it's not a bake on the lake type thing, but it's definitely a really nice weekend. All right, now our next main focus is, and I gotta tell you, I'm happy right now as a meteorologist, because the models sometimes go through periods where they just don't do that well. But right now, the models are just right on, and you're talking, it's been for about 2 months now that the European has been right on. The GFS has been pretty close to the European. We can use the combo of the two. And so now what we're watching is Tropical Storm Cristobal. Okay, Tropical Storm Cristobal possibly likely will have an impact on Michigan as we get into the middle of next week. Cristobal is supposed to be a tropical storm, hit somewhere around Louisiana. That's still a little uncertain, but there hasn't been a whole lot of variance. And then it'll move northward. And all of the data shows that the remnants of Cristobal, tropical rain, will be absorbed into a cold front and move across the Michigan area on Wednesday of next week. So if you have a project, you know, if you're a contractor, don't leave yourself exposed to some gusty winds. Obviously, you wouldn't have as much wind as you know, what a tropical storm would have, but you get 20, 25, 30 mile an hour gusts, a lot of rain in those kind of situations. So if you got a project, just plan on Wednesday being a pretty nasty day cool down for a couple of days after that, and then it looks like the heat's going to build. And in my mind, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. In my mind, there is a lot of heat building across the U.S., and we keep getting these nice little cool downs, and that's a nice feature of Michigan. But we're only 10 days out, going to be June 15th, and at that point, the cool downs might start to go away, and we might get as hot as you ever want to be with temperatures in the 90s. All right, let's take a little bit of a last stroll down. We got some power washing going on. We're in downtown Frankenmuth now. Is it hard for you to keep track of what the heck we can do right now? I had to get myself updated. I said, okay, I'm gonna go downtown Frankenmuth, walk around. Hey, are the stores open? Yes, the stores are open. I read on MLive. Unfortunately, you're on MLive, but it's a great place to keep updated. So we like that sign all over Michigan, don't we? We're open. They have carry out only. We were able to actually eat inside a restaurant a day or two ago. Oh, look at the flowers. I'll shut up and let's just take a look at what it looks like down here. Let's hope for a good long summer, and I think who cares? Go somewhere nice, right? Oh, where I was going with this, oh sorry, where I was going with this was, I guess the stores can open now, according to MLive, June 4th. You know, we all got to practice our social distancing. Not that hard to do. There's the main visitor center in Frankenmuth, in case you've never been here. And Frankenmuth has signs out too, you know, to remind us what to do. Practice social distancing. But the key, the big date, right? The big date that I found. When can we take the bottles back? June 15th. Hey, good morning, Dr. Bruce Frankie. Hopefully you're enjoying the weather. Ticks are bad this year, aren't they? I had a couple on me up north, and I hear a lot of people weigh in. Tell us, are ticks bad on animals that you're seeing? Dr. Frankie's a vet in Bay City. Oh, there we are. One of the icons of Frankenmuth, of course, Zenders. Can't forget that. Another equal icon, Bavarian Inn. So there you have it, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with your morning MLive weather update, brought to you by Abley Greenhouse and Garden Center in Saginaw. We got a good looking weekend on the way with temperatures in the 70s and some sunshine. I guess I'm not giving a plug for any certain business, but that's a good sign too. Our patio and dining rooms are now open. So good times here finally. Hopefully everybody's going to be safe. Everybody's getting back on track with their businesses and their lives, and you know, just being a little bit normal, right? And unfortunately the weather is cooperating. So there it is. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. I'll leave you now. Have yourselves a great weekend. Thanks for joining me, folks, on my little walk through downtown Frankenmuth. If you're looking for something to do, it's always a place to go. You know that. Take care. Have yourselves a great weekend.